Hello, everyone. Selena had a question in the group about how do I improve my show rates specifically for vendor events? So what's happening is she's scheduling appointments at vendor events for people, which is good. But then they're not showing up. She's using the term ghosting, which probably means they have not let her know. They just like disappear. And so I want to get in here and help Selena and anybody else here who's having a problem with this. So the first thing I always look at when well, there's a couple things I look at when customer behavior is not what we hope it is. First, what are our expectations? My best guess is if you have 70% show rate or higher, you're doing okay in this area. You don't need to worry too much about it. You just maybe need to focus on scheduling more appointments. Now, when you're looking at vendor events, what we have seen is those show rate percentages will just naturally decrease because you don't have so much of a relationship with them as maybe if they were referred or someone you know, etc. So if you are above 50% when it comes to vendor event appointments showing, probably okay. You could probably get it over 70. After that, I think it's just all part of the whole thing, the whole game that we're playing that will just happen. That being said, the next thing I do when customer behavior is not exactly what I would like it to be is I think about, well, why wouldn't they show up? So first I look at expectations, then I look at why wouldn't they show up? They'll forget, they change their mind and they can't contact you, or they are just maybe like, I don't want to do this. It's not very interesting. It's not about me, my favorite topic of conversation, and maybe I'll get convinced to buy something. So we want to always handle objections before they come up. These are not things people will typically say to you, so that's why it feels like they just poof disappeared like a ghost. So here are a couple of things that you can implement to address these concerns for show rate. Number one, and these all happen in a couple minutes right after you schedule someone an appointment. So a lot of people will schedule an appointment and be like, great, see you then, bye. And it's actually the next 1 to 2 minutes that will determine whether or not that person shows up. Be cool, stay there with them. So number one, you want to ask, what are some things you want to make sure we go over during our appointment so I can make sure that we're prepared? They tell you what they want to go over, then they know you're going to prepare, and that's going to make them more likely to show up. First, they know that the appointment is about them. They're also less likely to let you down if you've already prepared them for their appointment. The second is to let them know if you can't make it for any reason, let me know at least a day ahead of time so I can put someone else in that spot. Why this works, it creates scarcity around your appointments. As soon as something becomes scarce, people are more likely to follow through with it. And sometimes this is just energy that they feel, but sometimes we just need to flat out say it. And if it's the day before and they change their mind at the last minute, they're just less likely to cancel because they've already committed to you. If I'm not going to be able to make it, I'll let you know at least a day in advance. And so in their mind, they're like, I'm already committed. I'll follow through with the appointment. And then the third thing, which will help with the forgetting, maybe, is to make sure you actually take the time to get on the schedule somewhere where they're going to see it. So back in the day, before the smartphones, before MapQuest even, when we used to schedule appointments, when I was selling knives, we would set up the appointment and we would write down their directions and we would ask them, can you just put a note on your fridge, Tasha, this date, this time, put a happy face so you can recognize me when I get there. And they would always laugh and it would just leave a good taste in their mouth. But they also had the date and the time and the name on their fridge so they wouldn't actually forget the appointment was happening. And so we want to get it on their schedule. Now, we're not probably going to have them write a note, put it on their fridge in 2024. Doesn't make as much sense, but if you can do it, then that's great. But we can do a couple things. The first thing we can do is we can say, I can send you a Google Calendar with all the info on that with the Zoom link or whatever. If you send them a Google Calendar, then make sure you ask them, did you get the Google Calendar? I want to make sure you have it. Our time zones are not crossed. Did the Zoom link come in there? And they actually verify, I have the Google Calendar, I have the Zoom link, I have the right time. Again, they're committing every single time they say that. Or you can say, would you like to put it in your Google Calendar? I'll wait. Here's the time. Here's the, here's where to go, etc. When you do that, it's not going to, like, you're still going to have show rates. You can't, or no shows. You can't have 100% show rate because we're operating with humans. But what we can do is dot the I's, cross the T's so that more people show up for the appointments. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you guys are watching this on video, I would love to hear what of this you found the most helpful. And if you found this helpful, tag or share this with someone that you think would benefit from it as well. We want to always make sure we have good appointments with customers, and this will help. Have a great day. Bye.